Sup guys, it's your boy Justin. I love how I just keep getting lazier and lazier with these fucking reviews, dude. Like holy, I'm now just recording myself playing video games while I talk about movies. So, Ben Affleck and I'm wearing my Green Lantern ring by the way. Oh, look, I'm like whatever, dude. I'm gonna nerd it up. Oh my Christ! So I heard about Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were on Joe Rogan's podcast to promote this action film. There's not even, if you watch the movies, there's not even that much action. But I'm like, it's like a Netflix movie. Usually you can find those on BitChute. So I watched the fucking film. Sorry if I'm snitching, but I watched the film. And yeah, it was shitty. Which I just find it funny, dude, that there's a funny clip where Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are talking about how great this show is, and I think they're talking about adolescence, which isn't that British incel show, where the which is so retarded that they're calling teens incels now. It's that doesn't fucking count, man. Oh my god, dude. But whatever. And which the funny thing about that show is they race swapped the it's based off a real story, but they race swapped the kid, so he was white instead of black, but whatever, right? And they're talking about the show, and he's like, well, Joe Rogan's like, oh, where can I find the show? And he's like, oh, it's on Netflix. I'm like, oh. It's that's when Joe Rogan's like, oh yeah, they're shilling for Netflix again. Which is, I just find it funny, dude. Oh, Joe Rogan. Just oh yeah, they're acting, dude. Oh my god. Oh, I'm in a boss fight right now. That's great to record a video while I'm fighting a boss fight. Whatever. So yeah, Joe Carnahan directed the film, and he directed Cop Shop, which I actually liked. But obviously did not. I don't think it made my top 10 for that year, did it? I know. I remember I did a top 10 when Cop Shop came out. It's one of the movies I watched for that year. But yeah, it's the fucking thing, dude. Where this movie, it's just it's one of those movies where oh, it had potential, but then it's oh yeah, there's hardly did they spend most of the fucking budget on the stars, dude? There's hardly any fucking action in the fucking film. And it's one of those movies where it's oh yeah, the cartels are a major player in it, but the bad guys are corrupt cops. Spoiler alert. Which the movie stars Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, obviously. You have Sasha Calle, who was Supergirl in the Flash movie, which I like that film. You have Steve Yeun is it Steven Yeun or Steve Yeun? From Walking Dead. He was in Mickey 17, which I love that film. And then you have the one I don't know her name, but apparently she's in other Netflix stuff. The one black girl in the movie with the long curly hair. She was in One Battle After Another, which you guys all know how I feel about that fucking film. But anyway, so the movie is about, you have these, the movie starts off with this female cop going to meet with an informer, which on the phone, it sounded like she was talking to Steven Yeun, but it turns out it was Sasha Calle, and I'm like, what the fuck? I know Steven Yeun's voice, dude. That totally sounds like Steven Yeun. But I'm not even gonna spoil it, but yeah. Also, the dad from Friday Night Lights is in the movie. That's from the TV show, not the movie. I forget the guy's fucking name. He was in the fucking Godzilla fucking movies. The recent ones, not the, not the old ones. And the movie's about this female cop goes to meet with an informer, but gets, killed in a hit by these two masked dudes. And you can tell by the way they're, by their stances that they're all, they're either, ex-military or maybe they're police. Who the fuck knows? And because of that, there's like this the FBI is doing an investigation on her team, which is like I forget what the fuck the team it was called. It was called TNT, tactical or something else, and they're mostly they mostly do like drug and like large money seizures from like criminal organizations, mostly cartels, right? And they're being investigated because the FBI thinks it's somebody on their team. So Matt Damon, who is the leader, the new captain of the team, because I guess it was the female, the 30-something-year-old, 30-something, maybe 40-something-year-old female cop, who was the captain, not Matt Damon or Ben Affleck. Like Matt Damon gets an anonymous tip on a house in the suburbs that has like a shitload of money. So they get there and there's like it's like $20 million, and like so much money they don't know what to do with that. Okay, now it's like okay, like there was only supposed to be like $300K, $150K in the house. So like so now the main drama of the film is like, do they steal the money? Do they report the money? Like, what the fuck are they gonna do, right? And there's also a thing where like other dirty cops and like criminals know what's going on there, and like you're expecting this big siege film to happen, like Assault on Precinct 13 or something, but that never fucking happens, dude. It turns out the whole movie, spoiler alert, it's a ploy to lure out the people who killed like the former female captain, which both Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's characters both had like a thing for or some fucking shit. So yeah, I did not like the movie at all. Which Scott Adkins plays Ben Affleck's brother, which it's funny. Like the entire time I'm seeing the two talk to each other, it's like, these guys look like they could be brothers, and they turn out to be brothers. I'm like, oh. Even though, like, you would probably never think that in real life, that, like, Scott Adkins and Ben Affleck would be brothers, but because it's a fucking... Oh, this is not about regular boss fight. This is just a fucking, like, one of the bounty side missions. Okay. Which I might review this shitty indie game, I don't know. It's not bad, I'm just kidding. So, the movie, it's just one of those movies where it's like, I don't know, man. It's just like, you thought there was going to be more action than there was. And it's like, Joe Carnahan is one of those directors where it's like, That guy's famous for making action movies, but like, then he does once in a while he'll put out a movie where you think it's going to be an action movie, and it's like, it's actually not, like The Gray. I hear there's hardly any action in The Gray, dude. Which is why I never fucking end up watching that film. And it's just, dude, like, this guy, man, what the fuck is up with, like... Go back to making shitty fucking Quentin Tarantino ripoffs, dude. Like, you were fucking good. He was fucking good. I mean, he's not, like... He wasn't, like... Of all the Quentin Tarantino ripoffers... He's not, he probably wouldn't be in the top 3, but he would probably make the top 10. And he's like, no, I just want to do my own thing. And it's like, okay, dude, whatever. Which, Smoking Aces, dude, was one of my fucking favorite fucking films from when I was a teenager, dude. I rented that movie and watched it like fucking 5 times, dude, before I sent it back, dude. And it's like, dude, this fucking director, just make more fucking, like... movies like Smoking Aces, dude. Like, fuck. Even Guy Ritchie's like, yeah, I'm gonna do another one of my British gangster films that are totally not like totally not fucking Quentin Tarantino movie ripoff. Oh my god. But yeah, the movie was just. The movie's not bad. It's just mid, and the action scenes were like, what action scenes are near like at the climax of the movie. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, the movie just felt like, oh yeah, let's do Sabotage, but with way shittier fucking action scenes than Sabotage. Which, if people have never watched Sabotage, that was like a fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but it had like the chick from The Killing, the fucking Sam Worthington. Like, I had a good cast in that fucking movie. But yeah, the movie just was fucking mid, and it's like, dude, like, no wonder, like, you got the impression that that they were not like enthusiastic, like, they're like that they were like enthusiastic about the movie, dude. It's just a fucking mid movie, dude. Oh my god. But then they show fucking Netflix on the fucking, like, oh, I should have buffed instead of attacking. Fuck, because I was grinding before this point, so I'm like, I was just shit. I'm probably gonna get fucked, motherfucker. If only I learned how to screen record, then fuck. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, this movie was mid, and I just thought we should talk about, because it's like, oh, it's like the second 2026 fucking film I watched this year. So yeah, and it's definitely not gonna make my top 10, but it's definitely probably not gonna make my top worst if I do a top 10 top worst of this movie. Yeah, for this year. So if I don't know, man. That's it for this review, guys. Peace out.